Hi guys, it's your girl Allie. I want to welcome you to my new channel called Allie Got This. Today we'll be doing a makeup tutorial, and don't forget to hit the like button, hit the ring button for notifications, and also subscribe. I just wanted to first say I'm so very much excited to start this journey with you all. It's going to be pretty much not flawless, but we're gonna get there. So anyway, I just want to start with what I do first and foremost. As you can see, I have a fresh face. Nothing's on as yet. First I'm gonna do my brows. Here you can see it's a Benefit Precisely Brow Pencil. This is my favorite. This is number 4. First I go in and I start combing my little hairs. Unfortunately, I don't really have that much hair. I wish I had full brows, but it's not in my family line. But maybe one day. It's unfair because my 2 children have beautiful brows and eyelashes they get from their dad. And as you can see, I just go ahead and create that little arch. Just light strokes. We don't want it too dark. And I do the same thing on the other side. I try to make them sisters because I can't get twins ever. But we're going to do our best. Alright, as you can see, I start down here. And I'm going to make an arch. Go up a little bit, down, and start connecting. I don't really like this part over here, so I'm going to just wipe it away. Now, I can start filling in the gaps here. Now, in the beginning, I just kind of take my pencil and I align it to where I think it should be, right here. So as you can see, I ain't got no hairs there. So we have to make some. Fake it till you make it, right? Get to the other side, and I do the same thing. And then I'm gonna go ahead and start filling it in. And I go back and do them again after I put my whole face on, but this is just an outline so you know where it should be, what it should look like, nothing too crazy. And then I start with my handy dandy primer. As you can see, there's barely anything left. This is from e.l.f. It's the Power Grip Primer. At first, I was like really scared of this because it's very liquidy and a little bit sticky. But once this bad boy dries, honey, she don't move. So I just put that here. Get it going around my face, even down under my chin. And then put that here. All the way to the top, to the side. Press into your face. Yes, I'm using my hands. Make sure your hand is clean. By the time I'm done with my makeup, my hands are not clean. But that's why God made soap. Anyway, now I do not have a fan, so I'm going to use my hands to fan me out. I promise you, next makeup tutorial video, I'll have a fan and be prepared. But this will be my everyday look. I don't think I said that yet. So this is what I do every day when I'm not feeling lazy and want to go bareface. Sometimes we just gotta do that. All right, so I'm gonna start with my foundation. L'Oreal Infallible 511. Now, I live in Florida. We do not really have seasons, but because it's just hottest. And what happens when we get to hottest? Alex is 5'15". But as of right now, I am 5'11". So, and yes, everybody calls me Alex or Allie or Alexandria. Those, I go by all of those. Yes, so I'm going to be taking my handy dandy foundation and my foundation brush and just put her on there. Don't be scared. I kind of like a medium to full coverage. I do not like, I know sometimes they have sunscreen with a little bit of tint. That doesn't do anything for me. As you can see, I have hyperpigmentation. I have some splotches here that I still need to work out. And when I was a teenager, I had really bad acne. So I like to cover it up. Otherwise, what's the point of makeup? You know? Why buy it if you're not gonna put it on your face? And cover up those imperfections. Anyway, so while I'm just putting this on my face everywhere, I wanted to go into one of my favorite topics, and that's just being a mommy, because I have two beautiful children. One is 8, his name is Carter, and one is 3, her name is Anastasia, my sassy queen. And so I wanted to kind of walk through my 2 totally different birthing stories. Obviously, I was happy with the outcome. I love them both. They're amazing. But you know, I think what's not often talked about is how they come on this earth. A lot of women just kind of don't really talk about their birthing journey. I don't know if they're just, they want to keep it hush hush, or it's just not often. I always have to ask my friends, like, girl, what happened? What's tea? I know when I first got pregnant with my son, I had no idea what to expect. And that made me kind of nervous. And my stories weren't the best, but they're not the worst. So just wanted to kind of share those with you. Oh, all right. So as you can see, I kind of have it everywhere. Make sure I get under here too. All right. So next we're gonna go ahead and use our Tarte concealer. This is creamy. I don't know what number this is. 475 tan deep sand. That's what it is. That's what I use. I do have a lighter concealer that I also use. It's also L'Oreal Infallible. I only use that when I'm like going out, okay, and I want to be a little bit brighter, a little bit more seen. But like I said, today we're doing my everyday makeup. So here you go. Just put a little bit along the under parts of my eye. Get in the middle of your nose there. And then of course you gotta get the T-bone, or the middle of it at least. And then I'll do a little bit of my chin. Okay. So back to my birthing stories. My son Carter, when I was about 6-7 months pregnant, I found out that I had gestational diabetes. And I was really nervous about that, because who wants that? And I had never heard about it. No one told me that you could get diabetes when you were pregnant. Excuse me. So I tried everything. I tried to change my diet. That didn't help. I tried to take medicine, which was in a pill form at first. It was like 1 pill. That didn't work. The numbers were still high. So then my doctor upped the dosage, and I started taking more pills. the pills did not work with the higher dosage. So then I had to do insulin, which really stinks because with gestational diabetes, not only are you picking your fingers to test your scores, but you're also having now to take insulin, which is with the syringe in my stomach every day. So that wasn't fun. Got kind of sad about it. And then I was also worried about like what I was eating, which nobody wants to worry about what you're eating when you're pregnant. You just want to have your craving and you want to eat whatever you're craving. So when that happened to me, I was a little bit disappointed, but I got over it and we planned this Star Wars themed baby shower, and it was big, and I had a lot of family. So a lot of people came out from all over, from New York, from Florida, from out of the country to come be there to celebrate our baby boy. Great time. No complaints there. Wonderful baby shower. However, a week later, I was put on bed rest because I had it was the worst pain on the side of my stomach. Segue to Benji Beauty Contour Stick. This color is Espresso. So I just put this bad boy here on the side, basically contouring my cheek there. I go down on the bottom too. Try not to get my earring. I like to connect. And I go all the way up around the perimeters of my face. Yes, so how I discovered this pain. One day, I was just at home. I could not deal with it anymore. I said, listen, we got to go to the hospital. I don't know what's going on, but it feels like someone's stabbing me on the side of my stomach. So, anyway, now I'm down on my chin, and then, of course, you gotta get your nose. Do the middle too, and let's go up. Okay. And I had this pain, so I told my fiance at the time, hey, you gotta take me to the doctor. I can't do this no more. I'm over it. So we go to the doctor, and I'm thinking that you just take this contour blending brush, and I go in, and I like to go down to the side and downward strokes. Okay, so we go to the doctor, the emergency room, and I'm expecting to see my doctor because she told me that if I ever had to go to the hospital, they would page her and she would be there. So I'm waiting. I don't see her. We'll call her Dr. S. I've been seeing Dr. S since I was 18 years old. Still see her to this day. Amazing, lovely woman. I would trust her with my life. I sure do. Still do. Anyway. So, I'm like, where's Dr. S? Nurse lady. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry, we can't get her right now. Don't worry, we're gonna try her one more time. I'm like, okay. They're checking my vitals, they're checking how the baby's doing. He's doing good. The only thing is this pain. I'm not having contractions. There's nothing really out of the ordinary besides the pain. Finally, Dr. S calls me and she's like, oh, I'm so sorry, honey, but I'm in Colorado skiing with my family. But just relax. I'm gonna have my backup be sent there down there, and he's gonna take a look at you. So I said, okay, have fun, girl. Come back soon though, but have fun. So Dr. L comes, and by this time I'm really stressed out and wondering what took Dr. L so long to get there. whatever. Finally, he gets into the room and he says, is this your mom? My mom was there. My fiance went out, and he went out for a little bit, so he was not in the room. He asked my mother to leave out the room. So now I'm getting nervous. Why is he asking my mother to leave out the room? Like, is this really bad news? What's going down? Come to find out, he tells me, I'm sorry, we don't know what's going on. We tried every single test, and we just don't have a conclusive answer for you right now. We'd like to observe you for 2 more days. And I was like, observe me? And you don't know what's wrong? Like, and why'd you send my mom out the room? Like, I'm so confused. And he's like, oh no, I just wanted it to be between me and you. And I'm like, that's really weird. Okay, so did not fancy that. Gonna go into the blush. This is a butter melt blush. This is new. I've never used it. As you can see, the sticker, oh, I done took off some of the sticker. The sticker is still here. This color is Butter Than Before. Okay. Oh, this is really nice. I like this color. I like that it's the same as the outer color. So you know what you're getting. So I use my blend brush. And because I don't know how this is going to look, I'm going to try to put a little bit. Because this is a lot of bit. This is already a lot of bit. Okay, that's fine. We will attempt to blend it out. That's okay. We can blend it out. Don't worry, y'all. Because I don't want to be out here looking like a clown. Anyway, so after he didn't know what was wrong with me and didn't really have a good plan in my eyes, I said, time to go. It's time to go. We have to leave this hospital. And that's what I did. I packed up my stuff, told my mom I'm ready to bounce out of here. And that's what we did. We left and we went to another hospital that was actually closer to me, but I went to the farther hospital because that's the hospital that my doctor is associated to. So I go to the closer hospital, and unfortunately, it doesn't matter what hospital you go to. You're not going to get a different doctor. It depends on who's your doctor and who your doctor's backup. So guess what? Dr. L met me right back at that other hospital. And I was about to lose my shit. Why are you here? Why are you here, sir? Because I was trying to run away from you. And so he comes in later on that evening and says, well, hello. I heard that you're not happy with me and you left the other hospital because you didn't want me. And I was like, yes, you are absolutely correct. This is not the type of relationship I have with Dr. S. I don't know you and I don't like your plan and I'm not happy with how I was being treated. You telling me you don't know anything, I get it. Like, you might not know anything, but you need to have a plan and secure the plan with me so we can find the next steps, because I can't go on these next 2 months like this, sir. Okay. So another thing, when you have gestational diabetes, which I didn't know until I saw my perinatologist, that they want you to go full term because the lungs are the last things to develop in your baby. So I was like, if I'm gonna go full term, how am I going to manage with this pain? So I'm gonna put some more foundation on my face because I feel like this blush is blushing. It's not bad, I just don't like that much. All right, so after that, he said, don't worry, I'm gonna come up with a plan you'll be happy with. We're in this together, yada yada. Great. I said, fine, whatever you say. The next day, I had a team of surgeons in my room. So if I wasn't scared before, now I'm scared. Everybody was in there. And they said, listen, again, none of the tests are indicating anything abnormal is going wrong. So the only thing we can do, I feel like I don't see it. I'm going back in with my blush brush. He said, the only way we're going to find out is if we go in and we take the baby. No, you're not. No, you're not taking him. He is not ready. He's going to stay in there as long as he can stay in there. I already know about the lungs problem. I'm not having any further issues with this. I'm not having my baby so he can go sit up in the NICU and I can't take him home with me if I can help it, right? Who's going to pick that? So they said, okay, well, the only thing we can do is kind of help your pain, I guess, until you don't have any more pain. I said, okay, well, what we're going to do with that? So then they said, we're going to actually give you some pain medicine and have you go home. And you're on bed rest until you have him. So I said, oh my gosh, this is horrible. Nobody wants to be on bed rest. Like, come on. So I think I'm going to do a little bit of eyeshadow today. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and put some concealer on my eyes. And this is why I told you that my hands are always dirty, because I'm going to use my finger, my index finger here, and then I just go ahead and do this. And I see on my nose I forgot some contour, so we'll go ahead and get back to that. So off I went home with Percocet. Now, Percocet is extremely strong, and I did not want to get addicted to it, and nor did I want my baby to get addicted to it. So I would literally, even though I was in pain, I would take the lowest amount of dosage I could take. So that was like 1 pill a day, basically. And I just sat in the bed and took the 1 pill, and even though I was still in pain, I still tried to get through it. So one day, well, it was actually, I think the next day or the next 2 days after I got out the hospital that time, I realized that I sat on the toilet and I couldn't get up. I couldn't feel my legs. Once I couldn't feel my legs, I told my fiance to call 911. So he called 911, and I was in a very small bathroom at the time, and 3 paramedics came into that bathroom, and he lifted my leg all the way up and threw it down. And I thought he was going to break my leg. And he did it 2 times. And after the 3rd time, I have this palette here. Listen, this is an old palette, so I don't know who makes this palette. So sorry. Nope. It says Cosnova. Anyway, it's a bronze palette. And as you can see, it's well used. Like I said, this is my everyday makeup, y'all. So I'm going to do this color here. It's kind of like a copperish, orangish color. I'm going to start that as a base. And I'm going to go ahead and into this one, this brown color. As you can see, it's used quite a bit. And go ahead and in my crease in the corner. So anyway, once he did it the 3rd time, I could feel, was able to move 3 toes. And then they removed me from the bathroom and told me that they would like to take me back to the hospital for observation. And I said, Hell no, we won't go. No, no thank you, because I just left there. And what they're going to do is the same thing I'm doing. They're going to give me the pain medicine, and I'm going to be sitting there. And I can't watch my TV. I want to watch my own TV. I want to sit in my own bed. I want to eat my own food. Thank you very much. The only thing I like to eat in the hospital is their Jell-O. I don't know about y'all, but that's the only thing I like. So I wanted to take my behind back home. And I told the paramedic, no thank you, sir. Appreciate your time, and I appreciate your leg lift and drop, but that's all I want for today. He said, okay, but if you call me again within the next 2 days, we will take you to the hospital. I'm so sorry, but we don't want this to happen again. I said, okay. Anyway, right now we're gonna go into the brown. I'm gonna take more wider brush than this one. As you can see, this is a little bit more narrow. It's a little bit wider. So I made it to 40 weeks and had a scheduled C-section because I know you guys can't tell as I'm sitting down, but I'm very short. So being short, along with having gestational diabetes, one of the side effects is you don't know how big your baby will be. So I potentially could have had a 10-pounder, and I'm not going to be trying to push out no 10-pounder baby with my little short cervix. No, thank you. So my doctor and I agreed C-section was best for me. Now, I think it's important, y'all, that we don't frown upon women's choices on how they deliver their babies. One way is not better than the other. There's pros and cons to both. So, C-section we went. I knew what day it was going to be, and I was very excited. May 1st. Okay, everything's going well. Of course, I'm nervous. It's very weird. Get the anesthesia. I'm laying down. My Dr. S is there, thank God. And she's making me feel very, very confident, very secure, very happy and excited to meet my son. As I'm laying there, she's talking to me, and then she starts talking to the other fellow doctors there that are helping her out. And all of a sudden she goes, oh, Alexandria, I can't wait to tell Dr. L what was going on here. And I was like, what happened? She's like, oh, actually, it looks like one of your tubes are twisted in itself. It's actually all different colors. Like, we got to take it out. But you can still get pregnant, don't worry. But that's why you're in pain, because this thing was decaying in your body. I said, what? Decaying in my body? She said, yes, but don't worry. You can still have a baby with your other one. I was like, okay, interesting. So, long story short is I had a real reason about my pain. It's just unfortunate that it wasn't really taken super seriously by Dr. L. All right, mascara. So here's called They're Real by Benefit 2. And this mascara gonna make your lashes look long and strong. Okay, let's go in. I'm gonna put a little bit because I don't want to poke myself. This is very weird. And I know my eyes are big, y'all, so don't be talking about me. It's a William Straight. Okay. Literally all my cousins, you'll be like, they're related. Because our eyeballs look the same. They are large and in charge. I'm surprised my children don't have it. Because usually the gene is strong. But they have their daddy's eyeballs. All right. So I think we got it going pretty good here. Okay, so now I'm gonna do a lippy. Now I have not used these, but I'm gonna try something different, something new. And here I wanted to try something new. Here we have a lip liner. Okay, make a statement. Here we go. Make a statement. I hope I do. Okay, here we go. That look crooked. Little crooked there. Okay. Sorry, my lips, I think, look a little ashy to me, but that's what you get when you don't put nothing on here. All right. Alrighty. So, here we go. It looks around the same color as the lip liner. As you can see, it's like a brown mauve color. Okay. I like this. Okay, girl. Okay. All right. So this, apparently this lip gloss is, you're supposed to use the color first and then this side. So I'm gonna let this dry a little bit because we want it to not move. Okay, I don't want to transfer when I be kissing people on the cheek. I don't want them to have my lip gloss on their face. I'm mad I didn't say kissing my husband on the lips, so I said kissing people on the cheek. Either way, non-transferable, okay? And so, back to my story. They took my son out. He didn't cry for a little bit, and I was very nervous. I'm like, what's going on? What's over there? Because they have a sheet in front of you. You can't see anything. And then a few minutes later, everybody was quiet. I'm like, y'all need to say something. Then he comes around, and then he cries a little bit. And I'm like, okay, whew, you can breathe now. Everything's fine. But I guess what happened was when they were taking him out, he decided to take a shit. I guess he got nervous. I get it, because it was a big day for all of us, okay? So they had to clean him up, get everything out where it didn't need to be, and then he was fine. All right, gonna go in with this clear part. Okay. And then if I am going out, then I use my Morph setting spray, and we're good to go. Thank you for listening and sitting here with me and going through my everyday look. Remember to like and subscribe. Bye, y'all.